everyone, and welcome to day 13 of Self-Love February. Let's get started. The stretch we are doing today is sort of a dynamic stretch. We're going from down dog to an upward facing dog. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let me go ahead and move this so you can see my feet because I'm going to give you some options. We all love options. So let me go ahead and demonstrate the stretch and then we'll start talking. All right, so we're all familiar with our down dog. You want to take the hands out a little further than you would in quadruped position. Your fingers are nice and spread. Pinkies should line up with the edge of your mat here. Nice firm base. Put a lot of the pressure in your L fingers here. We're going to lift up off the knees, take the hips back. Don't worry about how far your heels go down. It is not about that. It is about the stretch. So relax the neck, come back into your down dog. And what we're going to do, get nice and comfortable. It takes a second, that's all right. What we're going to do is bring it forward through a plank. So we're not stopping here in plank, but we're actually going to dip the hips up and rise up, kind of in a cobra. Now your choice here is to keep it here, sucking in that belly button to the spine, and lifting back up into your down dog, or when you take it here into your sort of uplifted cobra position, you can flip the feet and take it into a true up dog. Breathing, this is intensive on the arms, and flipping it right back up. Okay, your choice. Let's get started. Hang out with me in down dog for a second. Today, we are going to talk about setting boundaries. So, this is actually really difficult for most people, myself included. Let's take it into upward facing dog. You want to hold just for a second here. You don't want to overwork the back, and then bring it back up. So just keep flowing as we're talking. So, boundaries, right. People, for maybe not even their fault, you know, but for some reason can easily take advantage of you. If you're a yes person, you're always saying yes to everything. Bring it up. You're gonna be saying yes to a lot of stuff because people learn really quickly. Oh, they won't mind, they'll do it. And you know, they don't even necessarily think about what they're doing, but they are taking advantage of you, and that's not good. That's not right for you. And it makes it harder and harder the longer this goes on to say no. I know this from experience. It's a problem at work, it's a problem at home, and people just assume you're always going to say yes, you're never going to have a problem with it. You may know exactly what I'm talking about. And for those of you that do, you feel me, I feel you, it sucks. So you've got to learn to say no. You've got to learn to care for yourself, just a few more. It is an act of self-care to know when to say no. It truly is. Come on down for a little break. I'm sorry, we went for a while there. I hope your arms are okay. Just relax for a second. So knowing when to say no is so important, because if you've ever said yes in a time where you felt, say, sick, or you just weren't 100%, or you had been going all week, and then your friend wants to go out on the weekend, and you're like, oh, I feel so bad. I don't feel like going out, but oh, they're gonna be mad at me. And so you go, and sometimes it turns out great. You're like, oh, I'm so glad I came. But other times, or maybe a day later or so, when you have to go back to work, you're like, I needed that break. I needed it for me. And they don't know. They're living their own life, you know. They need to know when to take their breaks. They can't look out for you. You have to look out for yourself. They're not going to be offended. They're your friend. They're going to be totally cool with you having some time to yourself. And if they are not cool with it, then they're not your friends. I recently had a friend try to hang out with me this past week, and I just couldn't do it. It wasn't going to work. I didn't feel like it. I had spent all week dealing with stuff, and I want to stay home in my pajamas, in my bed, and just recharge. I have to be up early anyway, you know. And I said this, and he was totally cool, and we just scheduled it for another weekend. That's totally fine. That's a friend. They're not going to judge you for it. It's okay. And you wouldn't judge your friend either, right? So really, at the end of the day, we're our harshest critics. We're the ones that are really doing the beating on ourselves to perform to the utmost. And it's just not necessary. So take a step back, take the you time if you need it. Don't be afraid to say no. And the same goes for don't be afraid to ask for help. That can also be one and the same issue. You know, you want to perform at a certain level, and asking for help, just like saying no, you think it's looked upon badly or whatever. And at some point you have to say, well, who cares if it is looked upon badly? Nobody's gonna look out for me but myself at the end of the day. Nobody knows what's inside my head. Nobody knows that I need a day. Okay? So become comfortable with saying no and setting boundaries. And setting boundaries, let's go ahead and go back and do a couple more stretches. Up and down dog, please. Setting boundaries is not just about saying no, but it's also about people respecting your privacy, and just respecting what you need as well. Sometimes people can overlook that, and you have to realize that everybody has their own life to live, and everybody deserves to have their own unique experience, and everybody deserves to enjoy life however they want to enjoy it. And so set some boundaries. You don't have to share everything. There are some questions that people have no right to ask, especially in a work setting. So know your rights, know what's okay for you legally and personally, and yeah, don't let people take advantage of you. Okay, up and a down dog. Last time. And bring the knees down softly. I am so proud of you. That was a difficult one. There's a lot of movement, a lot of stretching. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I like talking about saying no, because I don't get to say no enough. So, all right. Thank you for showing up, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.